Hi, today I would like to talk about React and how you can add a DOM router to it for single page apps or any other app you might want to write. So let's just get started. So I have basically a simple React app in place and will basically modify it to include routes. So first thing you want to do is basically install this package called React Router DOM, and I've already done that, so I'm not going to show it to you. But once you have that, what you want to do is in your index file, import what you need from this. And right now we are just going to use the browse router and route, but I'm also importing switch, which I'm not going to discuss. But let's say just add this statement to your index.js file for now. So we'll do that. The next step typically is that wherever you used to have the app, you want to add the app to be under the router control. So what you can do is we use what you use is a component called browse router, and in that you can say route path is equal to slash, and the component is going to control that would be app, and you can just replace this wherever you used to have your app. So let me just quickly do that. And then the app should still really visibly have no changes, but it is now under the router control. So the next step typically is to create routes for your app. And I'm going to show that how to do that. So you can go into your app.js or any other file component where you're going to add this route. So I'm going to import a few things to get this thing started. So I'm going to walk you through all that. So let's just do the import. Basically, we are importing a link and a route component from React Router DOM, the new one we added, and we have a couple of components that are very similar that are being imported from routes, HTML, CSS, and about. Let me show you one of them, for example, about. So I can just go to the definition. It's very simple component. It essentially imports React and component from React, and the name of the component is about, and it has the render function, and it's just showing an HTML saying about this thing. And I can show you the other routes as well. And if you look at the other routes, they are pretty much the same, except the text inside is different. So in CSS we are saying CSS is awesome, and in HTML we are going to show that HTML is the way to go. So basically we have imported these things, and now we have to make use of that in our app component. So let me just quickly copy some HTML or JSX, whichever way you want to think about it, into your component. And we are just going to copy it below the logo here, where the logo is being shown. And what it is doing is, say, link to is, you can think of it as an anchor. It goes to slash HTML whenever we click on HTML. In CSS, it's going to CSS route, and about is going to about route. So that's our navigation that is being provided. And once we do that, we want to be able to tell when we have the path HTML is controlled by a component called HTML, CSS is by CSS, about is by about, and it's going to display it wherever you added these routes, for example. So you added this route, so it's going to be displayed the values in this area. So let's just save this and see how it works. And you can see we have our routes links here, and if we click on HTML, it's going to go to HTML here at the top. If I say CSS, it's going to go to CSS, and if you say about, it's going to say about. And that's pretty much how the routes work. And just to explain it to you, that is really no big magic. If you wanted to show the content of the route in some other spot, you could also do that. So let's say we wanted to show the content after this div again for about, and let's see how that works. Here you can see the route information is being shown here again. And if you want to learn more about these and other things, you can go to my website and search for React, and I'm going to add this video there as well. Thank you again, and you have a great day.